But I tell you, he did something right. Believe it or not, he actually did a benefit with the video that he took. Who would have thought? And what he did is that he actually went to an area and showed that a lot of these people who are looting are white. You know, a lot of these people who are looting are not people of color. Mm-hmm. Wow, he did something right. He did it by accident, but he actually did it. He actually proved the point. So, thanks. You know, I guess. You know, I don't get it. You know, a lot of people think that there's a bunch of people out there. They all think it's people of color, even when you get it on camera that there aren't. But, you know, maybe with him having millions of viewers and doing this and getting the media attention that he's getting, this immediate attention will be centered on what's really important here.
I know here in New York, a lot of the stations and news stations have been very quick and very, saying that, listen, it's everybody's white and black people doing this. Everybody's doing it. And they've been saying it over and over and constantly. So I give them props for that.
Yeah.
And not just, showing one side of it. At least in New York anyway. I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world, but I know in New York, they're like, nah, you doing it, she doing it, that dog doing it, everybody's doing it.
Got a cat running out with a new flat screen. Come on, man. Yeah. White cat, by the way.
I got some cat food.
Yeah, man. The fuck out of here with that, man. Listen, Logan Paul, he's just another person on a growing list of people doing what they can to f up these protests, man, intentionally or not intentionally. Most people of color out there, they're trying to bring change, man. If they are getting fired up and angry and whatnot, it's because they are angry, and it's because they are hurt, and they have held a lot of pent up aggression because they have been ignored, they have been pushed aside, they have been beaten, and they have been murdered. And it's one thing to be ignored all these years because it's always the cops' word against yours, but now you got video, and people ain't gonna keep taking this shit, man. Not when the evidence is right there. You take that shit to court, usually that will get you automatic guilty. Not now. If you're not, if you're on the wrong side of the fence, or the wrong side of the tracks, or the wrong side of the color.
The wrong side of the bag. Yep.
Yeah, exactly, man. Believe me, there are other people out there who are taking advantage of this shit and infiltrating these protests to make the black protesters look bad.
Oh man, that's been a real eye opener for this round of riots. That's been the real eye opener because now you see these things, and you see not one but two but three. You see a lot of these suspect white people walking around with these masks on, and setting stuff up and breaking things methodically. And now you have to think back to all these other riots and all these other things. Like, wait a minute, has this been a plan all along?
Sometimes these people, Oz, you probably like this, man. Because one person tried to pull that shit. And here's another thing, man. It might not happen a lot. You might not even hear about it. But somebody out there at one point is going to the wrong piece of property. And one dude, he went out there and tried to smash the windows of a truck. And he did. He smashed one window, and he didn't see coming up behind him J.R. Smith.